Good customer. Wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Tag Heuer quartz. I've owned this watch for quite some time. I love Tag Heuers. I love the older models. I especially love like the models from the 1990s and early 2000s. I buy a lot of Tag Heuers, and I think this one at one point I bought it to resell, but I ended up just keeping it. And I actually wear it a lot around the shop because completely waterproof. So I'm washing my hands and whatever I'm doing, it's perfect for around the shop. All right, I just bought this a few minutes ago from a customer. The retail price was $3,099. It looks like he bought it from Joma's shop, so he probably paid about, I don't know, $1,500, something like that. This is a ball. These watches are actually very good watches, very well made, very underrated. So if you want a watch that's bang for your buck, definitely look into Ball watches. This company's been around a long time, started here in the US. Now they're making watches in Switzerland, or primarily most of the parts that they're making for them, they're manufactured and assembled in Switzerland. Very good watches. I always try to pick these up. The only thing is like I can't pay too much for them because, again, this is retail price, $3,100. I mean, you can go on eBay and these are, you know, people are asking $1,000 for them. I ended up paying $400 for this. The customer came in, he wanted 5, I gave him 4. Whatever we can sell it for, make a little bit of profit, yeah, it's good for us. It's gonna be $5, okay? And it's all good to go. Thank you, sir. There you go. Do you need a receipt?
I don't.
Okay. All right. Have a good day, sir. Thank you. All right. So quick update on that fake Patek Philippe that we showed you guys in the last episode. So my client reached out to eBay and informed eBay what was going on. And over the years, we have actually kind of worked together with eBay. eBay has contacted our shop many times because we've had a lot of people in the Sacramento and surrounding area buy watches from time to time, and you know they end up being fake, and they come to us to authenticate them. And we usually write out a letter or something. You know, we inspect the watch and write out a letter, and eBay calls us, you know, and to verify that, you know, indeed we checked it out and everything was, you know, was as we said. But anyway, so I typed up a letter for my client, told him that it was fake, gave him all the details. So he got a hold of eBay. eBay contacted the seller. The seller accepted a return. So we spent about almost $160 shipping the watch back. I helped my client ship it back with FedEx, fully insured, requiring a signature. It arrived back to the UK in about 4 days. Now, when the seller got that fake Patek back, he said that the watch is not working and the customer broke it and this and that. So again, my client had paid, I think, $7,400. Initially, he said he paid $6,500 for it, but it was actually $7,400 that he paid for it. So now the scammer that sold him this fake watch, he only refunded him $3,000. So he kept the rest of the money. So he's got the watch back, only refunded my client $3,000. So now my client is trying to battle to get all that money back. So it's such a hassle sometimes to deal with people like that. So, you know, be careful out there. But that's just a little update on that. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll update you guys later. All right, so yesterday I had a customer bring me these just to display them. They actually have real ones, and what I mean by real ones that were actually given by Rolex to their authorized dealers to display, and they also make replicas of these, but nevertheless they're not very expensive. But these are cool just to display in the store. This is obviously a Rolex GMT Pepsi which, by the way, we had 3 of them sold last week. We don't have any GMT Pepsis right now. We have another one incoming. And then this Yachtmaster. And look at that sweeping seconds hand. It's pretty cool. So I got to find a spot for them. Well, for now, they're going to go back underneath here. Yeah, we had no choice. We've been charging $5 since 1989. It's working. And we use Swiss Renata batteries. Those are the best batteries, so it's going to last longer than any other battery. All right, so we raised our battery prices to $10. We were charging $5 for battery replacements since 1989, and finally, on the 1st of this year, we raised the price to $10. We've changed the prices online. We marked it that, you know, we're charging $10. We have a big sign in one of our windows up front that shows $10 batteries. Some people are not happy about it, but we use Swiss Renata batteries, which we believe to be the best batteries. Also, you know, compared to like what the other people are charging, like the mall just, you know, actually about 4 miles away from us, they charge $20 to $30 for a battery. I've noticed in the last 3 years, a lot of customers that are, you know, looking to buy a watch, one of their main concerns are resale value. Is it going to go up in value? It almost seems like everybody that's coming in to buy a watch, they're thinking about, is it going to go up in value? Is it going to go up in value? And you're talking about watches at all price points. Whether they're buying a pocket watch that's $100, they're asking, is it going to go up in value? Especially, you know, when we're talking about like higher end watches of Rolex and Pateks and stuff like that, they're always asking, what is it going to be 5 years from now? Like yesterday, I had a client call me and he saw a Rolex GMT Batman on our website, and I think the asking price is somewhere around $16,750. And he said, well, he saw one somewhere else for $15,000. I said, sure, but that might be the older model reference, not the newer one. Maybe it's not brand new, maybe it's pre-owned. So a lot of times clients don't take these things into consideration. They're shopping, they find the exact watch. It looks like it's the exact watch, but it can be the older reference. Again, it can be very worn out, it can have scratches on it. So just because you find the exact watch doesn't mean it's going to sell for the same price. And one thing that he asked me, well, first of all, he told me he's looking to pay about $15,000 for it, and I said, well, thank you very much, but we paid more for the watch than $15,000. Cannot sell it to you at that price. And he said, okay, well, where's the watch going to be in, 2-3 years from now? And I said, I don't know where the watch is going to be 2-3 years from now, but chances are you're not going to, pay, $16,000-$17,000, and then, a year from now it's not going to be worth 10 grand. And, ultimately he said, well, I'm just going to wait to buy one at retail, which is fine. But I told him, I said, look, we don't get them at retail. I think retail price is $10,700 plus tax, if I'm not mistaken. I wish we can buy these Rolexes at retail and then sell them for, $16,000, $17,000. That'd be awesome, but we cannot do that. And even the clients that are buying these watches at retail, they wait 2 to 3 years. They have to have spend history with an authorized dealer. And, he said he can't justify paying so much over retail. And I said, well, think of it this way. Like, for example, this is fair market value. So even though retail is $10,700, but if the watch is trading for $16,000, $17,000, that doesn't mean you're going to pay $16,000, $17,000 and then go sell it down the street and you're only going to get $10,000 for it. It's fair market value. And this is why a lot of people, they're paying above retail price because this is what the watches are trading for. Now, what I want to get back to is that I see things have changed so much in the last 3 years that, again, most people are primarily concerned with the value of value. And I get that, you're spending a lot of money for something, but I wish people would just get back to just buying watches for for the purpose of using them, for the purpose of enjoying them, for the purpose of collecting them, and not be so focused on, is it going to go up in value or am I going to lose money? Because we can do that with everything. We can do that with cars. I mean, you buy a brand new car, for the most part, most cars, the minute you walk off the lot or you drive the car off the lot, you're probably losing, 20% of the car's value. So if you were to do that with everything in life, you couldn't enjoy anything. You couldn't buy, new car, new clothes, nothing like that. So, my recommendation is, like, if you're looking to purchase a watch, sure, take into consideration value and, what it will be in a few years. But your primary focus should be, are you going to enjoy that watch? Are you going to wear it? Buy it for those reasons, because it seems like now people are more, about investing into watches and actually buying them to wear them, to enjoy them, to tell time, to maybe further down the line pass it on to their children or grandchildren or whatever it may be. And I just kind of want to say, I wish that people would just return back to enjoying watches for what they were meant to be, and don't be so focused on what value it's going to have a year down the line. Okay, this looks like antique before 1900s. Yeah. Gold filled with silver, and then let me show you real quick. So this right here is all gold filled. This is silver, and this is solid gold inlay. It doesn't make it super valuable, but it's just beautiful, like how they have all this made in gold. And they use 3 different kinds of gold: rose gold, yellow gold, and green gold. It's hard to really tell the green gold apart from the yellow, but there is green gold in there as well. So let me see. To open the front, usually you have to press this. Yep. It's not snapping open, so you have to help it. The spring is bad. The hands were solid gold, but they're broken. Yeah. So the hands were longer than what they are.
Yeah, so my grandma tried to get it fixed and couldn't find the original parts for it.
Yeah, and this is an enamel dial or porcelain. And it also has like inlaid silver in here. Let's snap the back.
Do you have a business card?
The watch, the silver is sterling silver, so 0.925.
And what is your name? Paul. Oh, Paul.
This is a low-end pocket watch.
I see.
It has 7 jewels. Usually when they have 7 jewels, they're not signed that it has 7 jewels, but you can see here there's no jewels. So usually when it's like that, it's only 7 jewels. If I was to buy something like this, I'd probably pay about 25 bucks. We have pocket watches that we're trying to get, like, anywhere between $125 to $200 fully restored. Same thing, like if you were to put this up on eBay, you'd probably get, I would say on eBay, you might get like 80, 90 bucks for it. But definitely, you have to replace these hands. This is solid gold hands that they used here. But you'd have to replace the hands. And this, at the same time, it can be something that somebody put together, because you hardly see a gold-filled case with sterling silver covers like this. So sometimes what they do, they take out these pins from the hinges and just put different lids. So that's very possible. Because also on this too, I mean, I usually don't see like the dial like this with solid gold hands in a gold-filled case. Usually it's going to be an all sterling silver case or an all solid gold case. So it can be that somebody put it together as well. But nevertheless, it's like, for us, if we'd buy it, we'd probably buy it for like parts. And again, I don't know if are you trying to sell it, or?
No, I'm just trying to find out like the origin of it mainly.
Yeah, so I can tell you the year too. I didn't even look up the year. Let me see. Well, it's an Elgin. Elgin was made in the USA. Let me get my book, because I don't know off the top of my head the serial number. Dad, do you have the book? Let's see. Oops. 12 million. Let's see if he's right. Nope. Close. 1905. Yeah. 12259. 12259. Yeah, 1905. So again, obviously it's an antique, but you know, there's thousands of these on eBay. You know, so a lot of times just because something is antique doesn't necessarily mean that it has a lot of value. But you know, if it's a family piece, just keep it as a, you know, kind of like a family heirloom. Don't get rid of it, because it's not worth, even if you sell it on eBay for 80, 90 bucks, if it was mine, I'd rather keep it because it belonged to my grandmother or whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's actually my grandpa's grandpa owned it. So
okay. So your grandpa's grandpa, wow. Yeah.
I wasn't even here in the States, I was in the Philippines. So
oh, awesome, yeah. And not a lot of those made their way in the Philippines, so that's, yeah, it's pretty cool.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. We'll see you. Take care. Right, so my bench right now is very dirty. It's like I'm having a hard time even working. I got to get rid of some of these hand tools. I'm going through some of them, 'cause some of them I don't even use anymore. In my drawers, I've already gotten rid of a lot of tools, and my drawers are still packed up with all kinds of tools. And I have backup tools, you know, movement holders, crystal remover. Let's see here, I usually keep all my different oils and stuff like that. Baskets for cleaning machine. Here I have thousands of spring bars. The different tools here, also oilers and removers for cannon pinion and for other parts. And this, I have some pliers in here that I use. Some keys, some files. Blades, tweezers. I got to go through these tweezers because some of them I don't use at all anymore. And I've gotten rid of so many, and we still have so many. Screwdriver replacement tips and stuff like that. Press dies to close cases and crystals. Yeah, different glues, different brushes. A lot of these I use like the glass brushes a lot to clean certain things. Miscellaneous tools here. Oh, and here are my big boy tools. Here we go. I think I've kept these here's in comparison to my watch. What do you think about that? I think every time I've come across one of these, I just kind of put it aside for, not that I ever use these for anything. Anyways, let me put these back. Let's see, different washers. We use these for pocket watches. Oops, we'll hide that one. Anyways, we've got a lot of hand tools like that, and I got to get rid of some that I haven't been using for a long time. So it's too busy here. We don't do too many clocks anymore in our shops, but some clocks are just too nice to pass. This is a Hamilton Marine chronometer clock, and it's double boxed. First box and second box. This is a Hamilton Model 22 Marine chronometer. This was used during World War II on Navy ships, actually. I was just trying to do more research on it and see what people are asking. It's all over the board. Some people are asking between like $2,200 to about $4,000 for these. It's harder to find them double boxed like this. Usually you just find them in this box. Yeah, this is pretty cool that everything is in original condition. The box too, the felt interior, everything is intact. Hamilton Watch Company, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I was there last year at a watch show. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like this that's just super cool and rare and getting harder and harder to find, especially in working condition. But there are not that many collectors for these as there used to be. Not that much appreciation for these clocks. We used to carry a lot of clocks in our shop before, but you know, as we sold out of them, we never replaced them with other clocks because people quit buying clocks. I know on the East Coast and some states people are still really into clocks, but at least here in California it's like the desire for clocks just kind of went downhill. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm just meeting my mom here.
Oh, okay, okay.
I have some watches too.
It's okay,
for
Dad.
battery.
I can do it.
Just new batteries.
Okay, they're $10 each, okay?
Perfect.
This is a nice Mickey Mouse one.
Beautiful. Wow.
You like that? Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We were just showing it.
Hamilton.
Yeah. Made in the
Was it for a
USA.
ship?
It was for a ship, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Oh, no, you're
No, you're all good. We're just talking about how people just don't appreciate clocks anymore like they
Well,
used
and the
to.
only reason I would know is from a ship, you know, like sometimes you see these in movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it just come into the store?
No, I actually bought this in Phoenix, Arizona about 1 year ago in March. I went to a trade show. I bought it from a guy, shipped it back, and when we got it, I just kind of put it aside since then. And just a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, man, we got to get to the clock. I had my dad clean it and oil it and everything, and it's like, it's time to sell it.
It's supposed to be 95% made here in the States.
Uh-huh.
He makes everything except for like the hairspring and stuff like that where he can't import it. So this one's different because if you look on it doesn't say Swiss on it. It has the US.
Yeah, I see it, but you know, I'll tell you, this is the exact same Unitas ETA 6497 movement or whatever it is, because it looks just like it.
Okay.
The only thing that, like, again, what they buy just the base movement, and then you can see that he's made like some, you know, elaborate design over here on the balance cock, and of course, you know, sign it with his name and stuff like that. I don't know all the modifications that he made to it, but I think it's still the base Unitas movement that they use in the other model. Does he say that this is 100% in-house? No, right?
Not 100%, about 95%.
Really?
Yeah.
I see. Let me just look.
Yeah.
Just for curiosity.
please, yeah,
see.
no, and-
ETA 6497. It is different.
See, so that's all.
Yeah.
So he stopped making them because
Yeah.
there wasn't. I mean, I guess his cost and everything else was for whatever reason.
Yeah, it is different. So this would be like let me see, the base movement looks like this. So it's got like 2 different plates. But yeah, he does use just 1 plate here. Yeah, so pretty cool.
So,
But so what do you want to do? You want to sell this or do you want to consign it?
consign.
Consign, okay.
Yeah.
What are you looking to get out of it?
I know these. They sell for more, anywhere from about 23 to 26, because they don't come up as often because they're more limited.
Okay.
Thinking on consignment about 2,000.
Let me do some research. Let me see
Yeah.
if I can do that. And just I'll tell you, on the other one that I sold, I made $60.
Okay.
Okay, that was my profit. Typically on something like that, if I'm selling for around 1,000, I want to make at least like, if I'm selling a watch that's 100 grand, obviously I don't want to make 15%. Well, I take that back. I do want to make 15%, but I'm not shooting for 15%. If I sell a watch that's 100 grand and we make 5,000, that's awesome.
Correct.
But when we sell a watch for like $1,000, we need to make about 15%. And the reason being is like that watch that, you know, I got you 1,000, I made $60 on it. But I gave the person a 1-year warranty. Let's say something happens within 1 year and I have to service it. It's like I have to spend money, you know, for shipping back and forth and stuff like that. So I want to make sure I don't mind taking it on consignment. I love the watch. I actually enjoyed that other one that you brought. It was really cool. But so I want to make sure that we can make something. So let me research it real quick.
Exactly.
Let me research it. And also, I don't want to like have it here for a long time.
Exactly.
I think we sold the other one fairly quickly.
Yeah,
right?
About 2 weeks.
Two weeks? Okay. Well, I thought I had it for a month, but
I don't know. I haven't.
No, that's good. I mean,
and the thing is, every time I want to like call and check in or text you, like a video pops up. So then I watch the video and I feel like, oh, well, I just talked to Raimond and I don't need to bother him. Like, so
you know, well, you have my cell phone now, so you can always text me.
And so it was kind of like, do I need to call him? I was like, nah.
One thing I did find out about that one, they don't really have like model numbers or names or something, which
they have a standard issue and then the American issue. So the standard issue is the one that I had before, and the American issue is the one right here. So here's a write-up on it. This is about a month ago, about this caliber.
Oh yeah, I'll look at it. Watchpatrol.net. I'll look at it later to get more information on it. Well, let's see. Let me see what's out there, what's available. And this is 42 millimeter,
Yeah. So what trips you up is you'll see the standard issue.
I do. Yeah, I see that.
Oh, okay.
And I think the retail price on the standard issue is actually $2,000, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if there's any available for sale.
No, there isn't. Well, not on eBay. There wasn't any. Are there other ones? So one was like 50. Let me see. So this one right here, which has a different face. That one is, but this one, it's way overpriced. I mean, it's been on the market for way too long.
I'll tell you. Let me take it in. We'll take it in. I'll shoot to try to get you $2,000 for it. If anything, we can always adjust.
That's exactly what we'll do. If
Let's do that because there's not that many on the market. So usually when it's like that, you can kind of price it at, you know, whatever you want. Obviously, it's got to make sense. Otherwise, it can sit there forever.
No,
so.
Exactly. And I bought them about, you know, I thought they would be worth more than what they were selling for about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So then that's why I picked them up.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the one that I got that one for.
Did you lose on that one?
No.
No? Okay.
You
don't have to tell me what you got, but.
No, I bought it used. I ended up paying, I think, the guy was $500.
Oh, that's good. So you made something.
Yeah, I made some money. The band was missing on it, and it was missing all the box and everything. So that's why I bought the new band. I was like,
how much was the band? Does the company sell the band separately?
Yeah,
okay.
They're about $70 for.
Not bad.
Yeah. And so then I was like, okay. And so then, that's why I picked that one up.
Okay. Any issues with it, or?
I haven't any issues with them when I wear them. I mean, if they're not on my wrist, they're in the box.
Okay.
In my watch box.
Okay. It is a cool watch. I really like it. I enjoyed the other one. So.
It's the story behind it that's what got me into it. Oh, I can see the person, and I can. Like, I've sent them a message before, and they get right back, and real good customer service. I was like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it the guy, or just he had employees that?
No, it's either him or his wife.
Oh, wow. That's
and so
nice, man.
when you send him a DM, it's his wife that answers.
That's the thing, actually, you know, when you deal with a family-owned business like that, it seems like when these companies get bigger and bigger, you get the worst customer service.
And so they've always been like, oh, I had a question about this.
That's awesome, man.
So that stuck me in, but then, like, now I have too many of them, and I'm like,
okay.
I want to diversify. Like, there's other watches I want to get now.
Let me ask you this real quick, before I forget. Do you know how many pieces they made in this, by any chance?
On this one?
Yeah.
No. I do have a blue one that's limited to, I think, 200.
Okay.
But I know they stopped making them.
Okay.
For what, you know.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
I don't think it's that important, but I'm just curious because, like I said, I don't know too much about this
Yeah.
brand. And